Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking. Today we're continuing on in the book of 1 John chapter 3. We're starting in verse 16. So I'll read it and we'll get right into this week's challenge. This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. So these verses not only challenge us with a very practical challenge that we can take to heart this week and apply to our daily lives, but it also shows us the love that we've been talking about here in 1 John. So we've been challenging you week in and week out to be light in the dark world by showing the love of Jesus Christ, showing the love of God, the love that God showed toward you, toward those around you. Everyone around you, not just the people that you like, but everyone. And we see here the greatest demonstration of love. How we know what love is that Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. So we need to do the same thing. Jesus, he emptied himself of all the glory of heaven, came down to earth, humbled himself, took a cross for us, took the punishment, sacrificed his own life for our sin, the punishment that we deserved, and he offered us new life. How could we not then show that same love, that same forgiveness, that same compassion, or as it says in the next verse, pity on other people? When we see someone in need, someone that needs some material possession, specifically in verse 17 it says, if we see someone, a brother or sister in need, and have no pity, how can we truly have the love of God in us? If God's love is in us, and we recognize what Jesus did for us and what we need to do for other people, then of course we should have some compassion and pity on those around us. When we see a need, we should meet the need, because that is what Jesus did. He humbled himself and met our greatest need, our need for a Savior. How can we not do the same thing and have pity on other people and love people with the love of God? That's our challenge. We have to do that. In verse 18, it sums it up for us. Let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. This really puts a challenge before us this week. We can't just talk about the love of God. We can't just tell people that we love them or that we love them with the love of God. No, we have to go a step beyond that and actually put it into action. We can't truly love people if we don't actually act upon that love. We can't just talk about things. We have to do something. We have to show people we love them by actually putting in practical life steps, applications. We have to love people practically. That's my challenge for you this week. Remember what Jesus did for you, how he laid down his life for you and for me, and lay down your life for your brothers and sisters by loving people with action and in truth. Join us next time for another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking.